Good evening. So today we're going to have a wee look at the Apple Pippin, which is a pretty bad console, but it had a lot of interesting ideas in it. So we'll do a wee unboxing of it. We've got a nice one in the shop just now. Apple made it in partnership with Bandai in Japan, and I'll show you some of the cool features of it. That went well. So as you can see, it's actually quite a nice looking console. Very heavy actually, it's got a lot in it. You'll be able to see the back, it's got quite a lot of connections. So you had your composite, super video and VGA outputs on it. Connections for modems and stuff like that as well. So two ports at the front for controllers, and on the top you've got media functions, play, pause, fast forward, etc, etc. So there we go. So that's the actual console. Nice looking machine. Right, so you also get this box inside it. There's a lot of stuff in it. So we get some software. Get these discs here. So you've got Pippin Navigator CD, Network CD, something in Japanese, the Internet Kit, Frankie Online, and at Markdown. So 6 different bits of software. You have an old-fashioned modem cable. You get a Pippin catalogue, an Internet Kit, and you have inside here we've actually got an old modem for dial-up. So obviously no broadband. I think this came out about 1993. You know, this is a controller. It's actually quite nice. You've got a trackball in the middle. Obviously kind of fairly standard 4-button setup, but you've also got an L and R at the back, which are in kind of too close together. When you press them, your fingers kind of touch. And you've got again another 3 buttons, probably mainly for media controls at the bottom of it. And also you've got all your instructions, which there's quite a lot of because there's loads of things that it can do. So the console was a bit ahead of its time. It was definitely able to go fully online. Some of the games even had online play on them. The main problem with the console, there wasn't a lot of games. The one game that's pretty famous is Super Marathon from Bungie. It was a game they made before Halo, and when you're playing it you can definitely see there's a lot of bits that are like when the flood come into the first Halo. A really nice game, does play in a very small window though. The unfortunate thing about that is the only copy I've ever seen that sold went for about $4,000 in America. So not one you're going to get very likely, although the image file for it is quite widely available online, and because this is an LCD console there's no copy protection in it. Not that I'm saying you should go and copy games, but for games you can't get, it's quite a good way of playing them. So the expansion port down here as well. One of the peripherals I've got in the shop is actually a wireless touchscreen keyboard, which is quite cool. And see, it was definitely had a lot of really nice features in it. Another expansion slot there, but they just didn't get the software to make it worth having. But it's an interesting console, and it's one of Apple's kind of rare failures, so worth picking up. This one is unfortunately £675. The price of them is getting pretty high, but if you want a piece of Apple history or just a really weird obscure console, you can give us a shout, we can sort you out. Okay, thanks for watching.